Welcome, everybody, to this week's Mantrapreneur News Feed. So, hopefully, you all listened to last week's show with Dr. Lisa Giuziana and myself talking about the energy, the frequency, and the questions you should ask. Like, how does it get any better than this? And what else is possible? If you didn't listen to it, below is a link for the radio show, and I highly recommend you listen to the show because I didn't have the show when I was creating Aqua Mantra, and I really truly wish that I did because these tools have opened up and made my life that much more easy when I was creating Aqua Mantra. For example, I wanted to get my water to the Black Eyed Peas. They were performing in the Orange County Fairgrounds. And I thought it'd be cool, since I love will.i.am and he was a conscious performer, that he had Aqua Mantra water. So I started to look online and I started to do it the really hard way and try to figure out how I was going to find out who the manager was for Black Eyed Peas. And so after a few minutes of that, I realized that was really hard and that was no fun for me and I wasn't going to do it. And I don't recommend that you do anything that's not fun for you or that's really hard, right? You need to be in the energy of the joy and the passion as you are creating your business. So I merely said, okay, universe, what's it going to take for me to reach the manager of the Black Eyed Peas? And a few minutes later, I got a thought to call my friend Ian. And long story short, I called my friend Ian and I told him my story. He said, I just happen to know somebody who might know that manager. And within 10 minutes, I had the phone number, the cell phone number of the manager of the Black Eyed Peas. I called him up, I got him on the phone, and I delivered water to the Orange County Fairgrounds, and will.i.am and Fergie and APL and the entire group got to drink Aqua Mantra while they were performing. So it really can be that easy. So last week's show really identified and really kind of like honed in on the examples of how you can make that happen. So gonna majorly recommend that you watch that. So this week's tip from me, listen, you're in this creation phase of your business. You haven't actually established your business yet, but you are still trying to figure things out. So the important thing for you to do first and foremost is A, start creating your business plan, and B, finding out how you're going to make money, all right? And how you can do that quick and easily is to pick up the book Think and Grow Rich with Napoleon Hill. There's some examples in there, and he talks about what you want to do is you want to align yourself with what your financial goal is for, say, this year. Okay, so I want to make $200,000, you could be saying, but how are you going to get there? So Napoleon Hill invites you to really figure that out. Are you going to make product? Are you going to sell music? Are you going to manufacture and sell to larger companies? This is all part of your business plan as well, and marrying the two. Then you write down what it is that you want, how you're going to make the money, and what I invite you to do at the end of your list is to say, and anything that doesn't allow this to show up, I will destroy and uncreate it all, and pock and pot it. And if you watch last week's show, then you will understand what I'm talking about. Just so you know, I am following along. This is mine that I created for being a Mantrapreneur. And I have started this week, in fact, saying it every night before I go to bed and every morning when I wake up. And you get in the frequency and the vibration of what that feels like to have that money in your bank to accomplish the things that you're truly trying to desire for your company. This all works together. This is not like this week I'm going to give you one thing that you should do and next week I'm going to give you something that you shouldn't do. Absolutely not. It's all supposed to work in concert together. And if you do everything that I'm asking you to, you will fly to the top. So next week, I'm really excited because I am a Mantrapreneur Master, but I'm also a marketing maven. And so is my guest Mantrapreneur Master, which is Dolan Gaddery. And Dolan has a lot of experience in online marketing. He builds social communities. He knows how valuable the brand and the name of the brand is. And Dolan's going to co-host the show with me where we're going to really work with with you guys and talk to you about your name of your business. I cannot express how important the name of your business is. And I know this because I had my own branding and marketing company called Inspire, Creative Media Solutions. The name of your business has to identify on multiple levels so that your customers not only can receive your brand, but they can tune into the frequency of it so that they are being able to gauge if it's something that they want. And that can be something that is ethereally, it can be connecting to their heart, it can be connecting to their mind, and if it connects to all of the above, then it's a win-win for everybody involved. And so Dolan and I are going to be talking about that, and we encourage you guys to call in and let us know, what the name of your business is, if you're in that deciding phase, and we'll be able to share with you what is good and what is not good about it, or what we're feeling and what we're energetically picking up about the name of your business. I actually had a gentleman, a customer of mine, and his company was called Text Nerd. And he was going to put out texts for his customers to remind people about services. And I invited him to actually not use that because it was a little bit of a connotation of introversion and kind of dorkiness, right? That's the definition, right, of nerd. And he didn't listen to me. He went ahead and did it because they had already created the company name, Text Nerd LLC, before they had created the company name. So for him, it was too much work for him to go back and change it. But I would, in all my opinions, invite him to change that because that is not expressing what it is that he's trying to create or what it is that he's doing. For example, my company was called Inspire, Creative Media Solutions. It's pretty clear what it is that I was doing, right? I was inspiring people to create media solutions. Aqua Mantra, right? It's water with mantras on the bottle, affirmations on the bottle, on the water. It's pretty clear, okay? So it's really important that your name projects out what it is that you are trying to create. As well, you want to be able to listen to feel like, how does that sound like when you answer the phone? How does that look on your domain? You never really want a name that's going to be like miles long that's really hard for people to even like type out. So these are all things that you want to think about when you're creating the name of your company. And Dolan and I are going to drill down and get specific in that. And we're also going to talk about your brand and how important the brand is to the customers and how you can grow that and expand that so that people are going to find you. So if that's something that you're interested in, make sure you tune in for next week's Monday Night with Mantrapreneurs at 7 p.m. and that's Pacific Standard Time. And I thank you all for listening. I really hope that you're following along with this free information that I'm providing because it's from my heart to yours that you are completely successful and that you thrive in the vision that you are creating. And we just want to make sure that your vision matches the customers that you need out there. Thank you, everybody. Have a beautiful week, and I will talk to you on Monday Night with Mantrapreneur Masters. Thank you. If anyone's interested, I am creating a teleseminar series that is going to focus on shotgunning your business plan. It's going to be a 4-week teleseminar series that's going to focus on what you need to create a robust business plan, not only for you, but for investors. I think there's a misnomer out there because it's not about having this really long business plan. It's not really that scary to create a business plan, but it is about mapping the finances for you and figuring out how it is that you're going to make money for you and your company and possibly investors. So in this 4-week class that I'm going to hold with one of my directors, his name is Gary Tomchuk. He's been in the LOHAS community and the business of creating business plans for over 20 years. It's going to be truly a treat because the two of us are going to actually work on creating that vision, that master plan for you that's going to shotgun you right to the investors. We're going to teach you how to create the one page or the one sheet so that you can present that to investors so that you're not just spinning out a lot of words that are not going to make a lot of sense. So we're going to get to the finances, the business plan, and the action steps that you need to take. So within 4 weeks, should you be accountable like we are going to request, you too will be able to have a business plan to go out to investors for that vision or idea that you're creating right now. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned, and I will post information for all those who are signed up on the exclusive list for Mantrapreneur Masters.